Hello friends, my name is Seta Bansi and I am studying in standard 12th in Nalanda Vidyalaya Morbi. So on this day my topic for today is rights and responsibilities of a consumer. So firstly, let us know what is a consumer. A consumer is a person who purchases goods or services in return for consideration which has been either paid or promised, partly paid or partly promised. A consumer is a person who purchases the goods from the seller and gives in return money or anything. In order to protect the rights and interests of the consumers, the Consumer Protection Act have been formed in 2019. So let us know about the rights and responsibilities of the consumer that comes under the Consumer Protection Act 2019. So firstly, let us know about the rights of the consumer. The following are the rights of the consumer. First one is right to safety. Consumers has the right to be protected against such goods and services which are hazardous to health, life and property. The requirement from such products and services, that is quality, quantity, reliability and performance, should be assured in the products and services provided by the sellers. For example, electrical appliances without ISI marks can cause injuries. While offering iron into the market, the uses of iron should be mentioned on the product. The other 5 rights of the consumer protection are: second one is right to get information. This is an act to give for setting out the practical management of right to information for citizens to acquire the data under the control of public jurisdictions, in order to develop clarity and responsibility in the working of every public authority. The organization of a Central Information Commission and State Information. Third one is right to choose. The meaning of right to choose as per the Consumer Protection Act 2019 is the right to be assured wherever possible to have the access to a variety of goods and services at competitive prices. The consumer has a right to choose from a variety of products and services. Fourth one is right to be heard. This right says that the complaints of the customer should be understood by the seller, and it also allows them to be heard before the sessions and consumer panels. Right to be heard is one of the rights granted to the consumers by the Consumer Protection Act. Nowadays, many of the organizations have set up their own consumer grievances cell which helps in resolving their issues. Fifth one is right to seek redressal. Right to seek redressal against illegal trade systems or unfair exploitation of consumers. It is also the right that involves a reasonable settlement of the legitimate complaints of the consumers. They should be aware of their rights and must execute them. The last but not the least, right to consumer education. The right to obtain the knowledge and skill to be acquainted consumer throughout the life. Ignorance of consumer, especially of rural consumers, is chiefly accounted for their exploitation. They should be well aware about their rights and responsibilities and must execute. Responsibilities of a consumer. The consumers must have a number of rights. Along with those, they have some responsibilities too. Following are the main responsibilities on the part that consumers should have to protect their interests. The first one is be aware about various goods and services. Consumers should make wide and intelligent choice. Consumers should be aware about various goods and services available in the market. Second one is buy only standardized goods. Consumers should buy only standardized goods. While making purchase, consumers should look for quality certification marks such as ISI on electrical appliances, egg mark and FSSAI on food products and hallmark on jewelry, etc. Third one is learn about the risk associated. The consumer should learn about the various risks associated with the products and services by following manufacturer's instructions and using the products safely. The consumer should read the labels on the products for its safety. Fourth one is cautious consumer. Consumer must have all the relevant information before making purchase of the product. The product can cause various harm to the consumer if it is not followed properly manufacturer's instructions. Fifth one is assert yourself, ensure a fair deal. Consumers should not be misled by false advertisements. In other words, consumers should not believe advertisements blindly. Sixth one is be honest in dealings. Choose only legal goods and services and discourage malpractices. Seventh one is ask for a cash memo. A consumer must insist on a cash memo as it acts as a proof of cash paid for goods purchased or services availed. No seller can deny giving cash memo. In fact, a seller is bound to give a cash memo even if a buyer does not ask for it. Eighth one is ready to file a complaint. Consumer should not ignore the deception by the trader. He should file a complaint even for a small loss but should not exaggerate the loss or defects of goods. Ninth one is form consumer societies. Consumers should play an important role in forming consumer societies. These societies would help in continuously educating the consumers and safeguarding their interest. Tenth one is respect the environment. Consumers should respect the environment by avoiding waste, littering, and thus contributing to pollution-free environment.